Geeks for Geeks has a challenge for you, the 390 challenge. Choose what you want to learn in 2024 and aim to complete at least 90% of the course in the next 90 days. And if you do that, you get back 90% of what you paid for the course. We believe you can do that. Now all you got to do is commit to your success. Commit with Geeks for Geeks.
So hello everyone. Welcome to Geeks for Geeks. In this video, we're going to talking about this is day three of Django's project. Okay, so in this video, we're just going to talking about the how we can render the HTML page inside the Django's, right? So yeah, also we talking about the how to about the concept called a context dictionary and all those things, right? So I'm sharing my screen and let's talk about these concepts. Okay, so okay, so I think the screen is visible to you all, right? Okay, so what I can do, I can just minimize these things. Okay, so what I can do, I can make first of all, so this is a day three. And so in this day three, we will be talking about these lot of different new concept inside the Django's, right? So if you not follow the series, so this is a whole series. So before that, day one and day two is done. So if you don't like, if you're not following the series, please go to the YouTube and search search this search the Geeks for Geeks development and just click on this search button. You will getting this YouTube channel. Over here you can follow this Django's project series. So inside this, like right now, like the two sessions already done, and after that this is a third one. So before watching this videos, make sure you complete all those before those videos, right? And also you can see the other courses which is running on this GeeksforGeeks channel, right? So I just make or close this thing. Okay, okay. So what I can do? So first of all, this is a day three. So I just make a directory called day three mk dir and just make a directory called day three, right? So over here I just make a directory and just go inside this directory, right? So this is day three. So I just go inside this directory called day three. So over here, first of all, as we discussed in the previous session, like we have to make a like virtual environment every time we just try to make a new project. So what I can do, I can just do it quickly. So Python pre minus m and v, and you just need to give the anything. So I just prefer to give vir, right? So I just make it these things, and as you can see, we have a like, if you're not able to understand this, what is virtual environment, all those things, so you have to go back the you have to watch the day one and day two. Okay, so first of all, we just need to activate this virtual environment. So what we need to do, we just need to say that source, and we need to say that go inside the bin, and then we just need to say that activate, right? Activate, right? Once we do that activate, this is signed, like this is, you have see this virtual environment is on. This is not in normal mode, this is a virtual environment. So all you need to do is I just had this thing. Okay, all you need to do is to install the libraries. So we just installing these, the working on the Django, so we have to the Python pip install the Django, right? Django, right? You might be thinking like this thing is repeatedly, like we did same thing in C day one and day two. So see, like this thing, like after 4 or 5 series, I just not do again and again this thing, right? So for now I just doing, because this is the initial time of this course, so that's why I'm just doing, right? Okay, we're just installing this Django's inside this my virtual environment. Okay, so now what I can do, as you can see, the currently we have no Django project. For that, we have to create a Django's project. So as we discussed in the previous session, how to create this. So for that, we have to say that Django admin. And if you suppose forget like what is the command to creating the start, so you just need to say that Django and dash admin. And once you do that, you will be able to see this all useful command for associated with this Django's. So what I can do, I can say that we have to create a start project. We have to making a project, so we need to say that start project. What we can do, we can say that Django dash admin, we just need to say is start project, right? Start project. Okay, also you give the name of the project. So this is today is day 3, so I just give day 3, right? So also you have to say that Django's admin start project and give the project name. So I just said day 3, right? So as you can see, we have like we are able to create the Django project as we discussed in the previous class. Like how the thing is works. Like in the previous class, suppose we are making a GeeksforGeeks project name. So this is inside is a project name which is called root folder. Inside the root folder, we have one more like project name directory. And inside the directory, we contain this all these 4 files, and also having outside this thing, we have a manage.py. So this is a file structure we discussed in the like previous sessions. Okay, so let's go inside this day 3, and once we go inside it, and as you can see, like this is the thing, and when I just try to run this thing, like run the application project, so we just get a started project. So we have to say that python 3 manage.py run server. Once we do this, as you can see at this like at this localhost, and this our application is, as you can see, our application is running. So this is a very starting project. So once you do the once you see this kind of page, you like you get it like, okay, the everything is successfully is running, like everything is successfully working, right? Okay, so I just try to close these things, minimize these things, and what I can do next, I discuss these things and just clear this terminal, and also I just open the VS Code in this location. All you need to do is just click on code and dot, right? Okay, so let me just try to see, and also let me see like my live session is working or not. Okay, so yeah, it's working successfully. Okay, so I just okay, cool. Okay, so what I can do, I can go inside this. As you can see, this is a day 3 project, and this is main.py. So we discussed all those things in the previous class, right? So nothing new for so far. Okay, so also we have to create applications which is connected to, which I just connected to this app in this project. So as we discussed in also in this project, in previous project, like this is the application. Inside the application, we have, like, suppose I was working on the group app, so we just make an application. In this application contain models, route, and separately we just separate this code in form of application, right? So right, okay, so let's make our applications and then connect to this project, right? So what we can do, we can do like this, as we discussed, the Django admin, and also just give the just press this, and as you can see, start app is the command to make the application inside the Django project. So the Django admin start what app, and also just give the apps. You just give the app name. You can give the app name. I just give it apps, right? So in my case, you can give any application names like according to your project. So I just give, for now, I just give the apps, right? Okay, once you see over here, as you can see, we have these application folders over here, right? So as you can see, this is the app folders, right? Also, okay, so what we can do, we can basically just quickly, I just try to render this like quickly, I just try to set up these things. Okay, so for first of all, we have to make one more. As you can see, by default, they, as we discussed, by default in the app, we can't find any url.py. So for that, we have to make it, right? We have to write urls.py, right? And okay, so in the view, we just basically writing the logic. In the URL part, basically we just try to those things. Also this application, this app don't know about this application. Django don't know about this thing. So we have to register this app inside this Django project. For that, we have to go to the settings, and in the settings, in the app, install the app, we have to add this application, write your application's name. So my application name is apps. So I just write these apps. That's it. So that is, so now these Django's project know about this application, right? Okay, so what I can do next, I can just try to make the thing. So first of all, we have to connect this. So this URL, also this url.py, we have to connect with this project.url. So what we can do, I just remove this comment by default. Okay, so what I can do, I can say that path, I say that path. So I'm saying that anyone hit in the root URL, then what I can do, I can say, I can say also, I just need to import one more library called include, right? So inside this include, I just saying like this. I'm saying that include, and anyone go inside this thing, then we say that go to the apps. I just say like this, apps. Inside the app, then you find it the URLs, right? So that's how. So anyone hit this URLs in the project application, then is we just try to redirect to in this manage.py url.py, which is the application, and in which is the part of the application, right? So what I can do, I just copy this thing, I just copy these things and I just paste over here. This is the same thing we have to do, but we just don't frustrate time. I just copy and paste over here, right? And I just copy once we do this, and I just try to remove these things, also admin one and also this thing, right? I just keep it because we need a path, right? So I just remove these things, and also we can remove this including also, right? We no need over here. And over here, what I can do, I can do like this. But here we just mention the application. Whenever the user hit the root URL, then we just wanted to render functions called home, right? So let me make a home, and inside the we just give this name of route co home, like this. And also, so also as we discussed, like we not define the function over here in the url.py. We define the function inside this over here in the views.py. So what we need to do, we have to connect this URL like view.to over here. So what I can do, I can say over here, I'm saying that from, so see, inside the, we have to find import this view.py. So what we can do, we can say that from, I say that in the present directly, and directly import views. So views, and now I'm saying like this, go and find the home function in the views file, right? Dot views dot home, right? And now I just save it, and now I just over here, I come over here and I just try to basically basically I just try to define the functions. And div, I says views, and also like not views, homes, right? Homes, and inside these homes we have to return anything, right? So these homes will take a one parameter called request, request, right? Request, right? And this request from, and also we can this return the http response, right? We could do this, right? So we can could so we have to say that import from, we have to say that from the Django dot http response import http from import http response. I just import this http response, and over here I just say that return this http response, anything we can pass this thing, hello world, something like this, world, hello world, right? And I just save it, and now I just try to run the server, and now I just try to run the server, or it's running the server. Okay, I just close it by some reason. I just run the server, uh, I just running this server, and now I just try to refresh these things. We get the hello world. I think you were able to see it, right? So hello world, I were able to see it, right? Hello world. So basically, we just try to send the HTTP response to this Django project, which is called hello world, right? Okay. So now this section is all about to how to render the HTML page, right? So we don't send the HTTP response like that hello world or something like text, right? We have to send the HTML page where we have some sort of designing or something called of website look like, right? Okay. So how we could do that? So first of all, we have to make a folder called template over here. I just make it template. That I make a folder called templates, and inside the templates I make let's say. So currently I just make a template. So template, Django don't know about this template. So we have to go to the setting and mention that hey, I make a folders called template. So I just need to say that go to the settings and all the way up, and here you just need to say import OS. I just import the OS, and or I just copy this base directly. It is very important, right? You just copy this base directly and import the OS library, and all the way go down in the template. In the template, you just need to go over here in the directory dir. You just need to paste. First of all, you just need to over here. You just need to say that OS dot path. You just need to say path dot join. So this is the functions, and then over here we just need to write this thing, and over here you just need to write the templates, right? You just write the whatever you give the templates name. You can say temp or whatever you wanted to give the name. To make sure the spelling should be correct, whatever you give the folders names and whatever you write over here, and also give the base directory. Inside the base directory we have a two parameters. So basically take a two parameter. First is the base directory and another is the folder's name. Just save it and what I can do, I can also make a HTML page inside it. So what I can do, I can make a HTML page inside it. I just make it called index.html. So HTML, I just make it, and over here I just try to make it like this, right? So I just make a HTML page, and over here I just make some h1 tag. I just give. So I know I hope you I so okay, so you know about HTML and all those things. So I just make it something called h1 tag. I just give h1 tag, and over here I just make something called maybe anything. I just write it through welcome, welcome to something called to gigs for gigs, right? Gigs for gigs, right? Welcome to gigs for gigs. I just write this thing, right? And also I just so anyone go to the home page, I just, instead of sending the HTTP response, I just try to render these render the basically HTML page. So what I need to do, first of all, we have to pass a parameter called request. First of all, I just pass the parameter called request, and another the HTML page. So what is the HTML page is index.html, and also let's take one more thing called contact dictionary, but for now I'm just not passing any contact dictionary. So let's basically just try to render this HTML page to inside our website. So I just try to refresh these things, and as you can see, we get the welcome to Geeks for Geeks, right? So I think this is the normal font. So this is a welcome to Geeks. So now I am rendering the HTML page inside this the project, right? Got it? What I'm trying to say? Okay. So what I can do, there's one more concept. To suppose I just wanted to suppose we have some data, right? Suppose we just fetching the data from any REST API. Maybe there are a lot of different REST API. So just fetching the data from the REST API, and data come from the REST API, and I just wanted to put this send data into the this HTML. How we could do this, right? So for the demonstration purpose, what I can do, I can say that maybe I just say that data. Okay, right? Got it? For data, and inside the data is contained basically gigs for gigs, right? Gigs for I just make it short, right? GFG, right? GFG, right? So this data come from the internet. Suppose here I'm just writing the code, and I just wanted to pass this data over into the into over here. So how we could do this? So what we can do, we have to make this. We cannot directly pass write this thing and pass one more parameter. We have to convert into a dictionary. How we could do that? We have to write a context. You can give any name, but it's the name is context dictionary, so that's why I just give the name variable name called context, right? So I just make it like this, and then we have to give the key. So here this is, I say the data, so I just make it data, and over here we have to pass this variable or whatever we have a data. So I just pass this thing over here, just paste it over here, and I just pass this context dictionary over in this as argument, right? And once we do this over here, I can access this data over here. So what I can do, I can say that instead of GFG, I just remove these things. I just make this thing dynamic, and I just need to say that double curly bracket, and over here I just need to give the this key name. So key name could be anything, right? So now I just say the data. I just need to say that over here like this data, something like this, data, right, data, and just save it. And I just try to run these things. As you can see, we get the GFG, not gigs for gigs, because GFG, I just get this thing, I just render this thing dynamically from the backend of, like, from these from the Python to the HTML, right? So, like, make sure that this key name be anything. Like, we can say that D1, right? To be D1. So over here we just need to say, instead of D data, we have to say that D1. D1. If we say the data, then suppose we say that data, right? Suppose we say data. As you can see, when I just refresh it, as you can see, the data, like GFG, the data will be like gone, right? So for that we have to say that D1, right? D1. Then I able to call this thing. To make sure, you just get this thing through this key, right? Not this variable name. Got it? What I'm trying to say? Okay. Okay, so that's how we are able to, pass the context dictionary inside the HTML page, right? So also, let's try to make, so as we discussed in the previous sessions, like each app having their own template folders, right? So now let's make a template folders for the application, not the project. So whatever we make over here, whatever we make this template file is the, you can say that a global, or this is a like project template file, not an application template file. So let's make a application inside template folders inside the application. The process of making the template folder inside the application little bit different. So what you need to do, you just need to make a folders over here and just write the temp let templates. And inside the templates, I just do like this. And inside the template, what you need to do, you just make one more folder called apps. It's a little bit weird, but yeah, this is the way of thing. So first of all, you make a template folder. Inside the template, you just give the name of the application. So the name of the application is apps, so I just make this apps. And inside the apps, I just try to make a file called, maybe here I make a index.html. So maybe I just add maybe anything, contact, maybe contact, or we can say that, yeah, contact, or we can say that data. You can do anything, right? So I just make it home dot html. I just make it like this, right? And I just try to save this like this, and make sure inside this template, so in the template folder, inside the template folder we have a app folder. Inside the app folder we have, we just write the home.html, right? So I just make these things over here, and I just try to render these things, anything. I just keep for these things. So I just write it, hi, I am home. So just like this, I just remove this. I just need, we need to say that I am home page, something like this, right? I just say that home.html, or I'm home page, something like this. And also we have to create a route for this. Yeah, we could make a route for this. Okay, so for that, I'm saying like home, right? And I just saying one more route, I just creating, anyone's go to slash, and also you make sure you give the comma, right, whenever you write anything, because this is the list, right? So what I can do over here, I'm say that anyone's go to contact, or we say that say anything, yeah, homes slash home, anyone go to slash home, and render not home, maybe you can go to write a contact, that will be better, contact. You can give anything, but it's totally depend on you. So I just say the contact. So I just, anyone go to contact, then I just render, like, run this function, contact function, where yet is not making uh, yet is not created. So what I can do, I can go to the views, and inside the views I just need to define that build this functions. We just need to say request. Inside the request we have to say the render, and return, and we just need to say that render. And this render can take the one request to it. And also we just try to render this, render the HTML page, whatever we have. So here little bit difference. Here just need to say that app name slash what you wanted to display. So my application name is apps slash, and we have to say that home.html like this. And also we could pass the contact dictionary. So we will see. Okay, so we just create a route, and whenever you anyone goes to slash contact, then we just try to render this home.html. Home.html, inside the home.html there is nothing that I'm right here. Is in h1 tag is written that I am a home page, something like this, right? And I just try to open these things, and right now I am in the root one, and let's to make this thing contact. And once we do that, as you can see, this is the I am home page, or you can say that I am contact page, whatever you wanted to give these things, right? Also we can pass the contact dictionary, like context data, into pass this contact dictionary to this contact functions also. Let's make one more thing. Maybe I just say that data, maybe I saying maybe I'm saying, let's say I'm saying, let's I just make this data 1, right? And I just make say data 2, right? And over here we just try to write these things. Let's say anything we just wanted to give. Maybe I can say that this is homepage of GFG, something like anything. I just make this thing. I don't know. Or we can say that this is contact page, contact page of GFG, something like this. Uh, Something like this. I just try to pass this dictionary. So what I can do, I can inside the dictionary. I just say that D2. I say that D2. This is a D2. The key name is D2, and then I just pass this data D2, data 2 into dictionary, and I just need to just pass this contact dictionary to this thing, right? Contact dictionary like this, right? And then what I need to do, I just need to say that like I just make like this paragraph. I just make a paragraph. Inside the paragraph I just try to seize all need to do like this, double curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket, what I need to do, we just say that d2, right? So d2 is the thing. So I just try to refresh it, and I just refresh it, and as you can see, we get this data from the backend. So we say that this is we have to say that this is contact page of GFG, something like this, right? So yeah, I think you get it. Like we get it, like about how to make like template folder for the application, how to make a template folders for the app, yeah, for the what for the project, right? So that's how we can build these things. And also let's try to understand what I can do. I can for you I can make a I can I can make data, dummy data from the internet, right? So what I can do, I can instead of doing like this, I can do like this, like this. So I just remove these things, all these things, and I paste this data over here. So suppose this JSON data, I think we get some error. Why getting error? Let me check it. Okay. Um, okay, maybe indentation issues. I just curse this thing and I just paste over here. I just remove this thing, right? Uh, Maybe some indentation issues. So I just copy this once more time. I just fetch out this data, random data from the internet, right? So what I can do, I can uh, I just copy this thing. Just a minute. I just copy from these data, right? So right. So right, so I just copy this data from the internet. Like I just is a suppose this is a profile name, so suppose this data come from the internet, right? So I just try to render inside my front end how I could do this, right? So the data having the names, descriptions, and the ID, right? I can maybe name this maybe Shivani she any Roy, something, any name. I just give it, right? And I just copy these things, and this is name and description, right? what I am trying to do, I just try to pass this data into the front end. How I could do this? So as we know, what I can do, I can just go like this, do like this, contact dictionary. All you need to do is basically I just make this contact dictionary. So I just say that context, and over here I just need to say that like this, context, and give the, this is a profile name, so I just make it a profile names, and and just give the name, right? So this is the thing, right? So this is the passing the home and the contact page. So yeah, so I just pass this all this data to this thing, right? So inside this, what I can do, I just try to make it this like this, right? Suppose anyone's, there's a name is display in the front end, like in the first page, and whenever just click to this page, we will able to see the display, description of it. How I could do this? So for that, what I can do, I can make this, I just try to rename this thing, right? I just try to rename this thing to maybe, maybe I can, for now I just keep it like this, right? For now I just keep it like this, and I just try to make like this. So basically I just try to render this thing, right? And also what I can do, also we could pass like this. Okay, so what I can do, I can go to this template, inside the template, basically over here, and I just try to loop. So there's like there's in the thing to uh, this okay, so just a minute. uh, I think, okay, so okay, so yeah, that's the thing, I think. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so how we can render this thing, it's a pretty same, right? What you need to do, suppose I just wanted id, suppose I just wanted id, suppose I just want id. So what I can do, I can say over here, inside this thing, I just need to say that id, right? So like profile, so I say that profile, profile, I just need to copy this thing, right? I just need to copy this thing, let's say profile. So inside the profile, what we have to ID. Suppose I want to ID, I just need to say the profile dot ID. So I just save it, and I just try to see inside the home, like see over this thing. So what I can do, so these are welcome to do the things. So we can say like this. Basically, we just need to copy this thing. Like this. What we need to do, we just need to call this thing like this, whatever the name and dot id, right? So that's how we can do it, right? And also we can render these, also we have of once for loops and all different stuff, we could do this, right? Okay, so I think that's it for today's class. Like in the next class, we just try to render this whole complex like data into our the front end, right? So I think this is for that's it for today's class, and we will be meeting in the next class. Thank you, have a great day.